Well, John Kerry calling on the media, listen to this, to stop covering terrorism. Secretary of State making the comments during a press conference in Bangladesh and saying, quote, if you decide one day you're going to be a terrorist and you're willing to kill yourself and you can go out and kill some people, you can make some noise, perhaps the media would do us all a service if they did not cover it quite as much. People would not know what's going on. Well, joining me now, Foundation for Defense of Democracies senior counselor and former Cheney National Security Advisor John Hanna. What do you think? You like dumbed down America so that we don't know what's going on in the world, what our threats are?
Extraordinary, Tom. Really disheartening, but I think what we've all become used to with an administration that simply refuses to recognize the kind of civilizational struggle that we're in with Islamic radicalism. You don't name the enemy. You tell everybody that al-Qaeda has been decimated, that ISIS is the JV team. You blame it on the media, and you tell the American people that they're overhyping the problem.
Overhyping the problem, yeah. I would like to know what the problem is at the very least, that people can decide whether the media is doing a good or bad job of reporting. But good grief, to say don't report it is amazing. And one of the things that, well, caught Washington flat-footed was Turkey last week goes into Syria and goes after ISIS. And apparently Washington, the Obama administration, was caught completely flat-footed on this one. What's going on with that?
Well, as far as we can tell from the press reporting on this, is that Turkey was open to coordinating with the Americans in this cross-border operation against ISIS, but the White House just didn't want to give Turkey an answer. So Erdogan decided to pull the trigger himself and forced us to just play catch-up. But it is, again, underscores the degree to which these one-time allies do have total disregard for the President of the United States and feel that they can just move without consulting him. It's a real slap into the face to the supposed leader of the anti-ISIS coalition.
Well, but the President's going to meet with President Erdogan on the sidelines of the G20 meeting next week. That's going to be an awkward get-together because Erdogan seems like he's just the opposite of Barack Obama.
Oh, yeah. This guy is now engaged in the greatest purge of the 21st century. After this aborted coup last month, he's moved at least 100,000 people out of their jobs. He is engaged now in a massive campaign of anti-Americanism at home, holding us responsible for holding on to this Islamic cleric that he claims was to blame for that coup last month.
Yeah, and I think he's going to get tough with our president on that. I suspect that's what the conversation is going to be about. But before we run out of time, I want to get your reaction, too, to this business about in Iran, all the Russian missiles that have been put in place around the Fordo nuclear site. Isn't that the site where they're trying to enrich uranium? They're bringing in these very sophisticated Soviet missiles. Is this another taking the opportunity while they can because they don't think we'll do anything about it?
Oh, yeah, no question. This is the most dangerous site in Iran for potentially enriching uranium for a nuclear bomb. It's deep underground in a bunker. This placement of these very advanced anti-aircraft systems could be a strategic game changer. And if in the next 10 to 15 years Iran does make a dash to the bomb, it will dramatically complicate any thoughts that the Americans or the Israelis might have now about being able to take that nuclear program down.
Yep. You can see that one from afar. John Hanna, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Tom.
You bet.